Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World Edges channel, and welcome back to another Madden rebuild here on Madden 26. Today, we do the second half of our Micah Parsons trade Fallout rebuild that we did earlier. I uploaded the Packers version of the rebuild where obviously the Packers receive Micah Parsons. We rebuilt them. We won a championship. Technically, we didn't really do much rebuilding. They kind of just were good off the bat. But now I feel like that's going to be a little bit different because now it's the Cowboys side of things. And we know the Cowboys got a lot of problems. Mainly that old man in the office upstairs. So how are we going to be able to rebuild this team? Well, we get an extra first-round pick the first 2 years of this rebuild, thanks to Green Bay. Now, those picks probably aren't going to be amazing because the Packers probably simulate pretty well, especially with Micah Parsons on the team now. But I do think 2 first-round picks are going to be helpful. There's a lot of young talent on this team, surprisingly. The offensive line's really good, really young. CeeDee Lamb's obviously amazing. There's some questions around the running back position, Tyler Algier or Javonte Williams, like who's going to be the starter there? They got a rookie as well. George Pickens, is he going to be a good player for us? I don't know. There's a lot of questions on the offense. And then you got the defense, which has a lot of questions, probably more than the offense, especially now that Parsons is gone. He was kind of the only bright spot of that defense. And you bring in an older Kenny Clark in that trade. I feel like the defense is going to take a lot more work. What do we do at the quarterback position? Do we ride it out with Dak? Or do we draft a young quarterback in the first year? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club, and let's go rebuild the Micah Parsons-less Dallas Cowboys. So this is the offense for the Dallas Cowboys. We talked about the offensive line in the intro. They got a lot of good young players. Tyler Booker, they just drafted. Tyler Smith, they just drafted recently. Is it? Wait, no, this is... It's not Tyler Smith, is it? It is Tyler Smith. So what's this guy? They can't all be named Tyler, right? Because I'm pretty sure this guy's name is Tyler Booker, right? And then it's Tyler Guyton. He is Tyler Booker. Do they have 3 Tylers on their team? On the offensive line? Because I'm pretty sure that's Tyler Guyton, right? How many Tylers can you have on your offensive line? We got 3 Tylers. Triple T. All right, whatever. So all the Tylers are young and good and going to develop. I do believe in Tyler Guyton. And then you've got Cooper Beebe, who's young. Terrence Steele's about the only one that's a question mark, but how old is he? Like 26? 28. Oh, okay. I was a little bit off on that. He's 28. We probably have to replace the right tackle, but thankfully there's a lot of good tackles in the drafts, in the auto-generated draft, so we're good there. And then, or we can just sign somebody in free agency, I guess. And then we got Jake Ferguson, so we're good at tight end pretty much. Wide receiver, we're obviously good with CeeDee Lamb, but after that you got George Pickens, you got Mingo and Tolbert. Like, are those guys going to be good enough? Probably, but you never know. Running back I talked about was a question. We do have, is it Jaden Blue? Yeah, Jaden Blue out of Texas. Maybe we start him. I don't know. And then obviously we've got the big question. What do we do with Dak? 32 years old, only an 84. Got good stats, got good attributes, but he's got a hefty contract. I don't know what we're going to do with him. And then on the defense, I told you this is going to need some help. The corners are good. You got 4 that I like. Well, 3 that I like. And then Kyer Elam. You've got Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker I like. DeMarvion Overshown's good. This guy just got drafted, right? Recently. Marist Liufau? I don't know. I'm sorry. But he just got drafted recently, so he's young. Maybe he'll turn into something. You never know. What about Clark? Is Clark young as well? Damone Clark is 3 years. He's 25. He's decently young. The linebackers could develop. You never know. They could turn into something in the sim. The defensive line, you got a little bit older because you got Kenny Clark, you got Dante Fowler, Adigazuwa's old, but then you got the rookie in Donovan as zero cow. These names, man, these names. From BC, he should be developing pretty well. So there's obviously a lot of potential in this team. We just got to figure out if they can actually deliver on it. And I did make the trade for Micah Parsons, so we do have the 2 first-round picks. We have the Cowboy pick, and then we have the Packer pick, which I'm pretty sure the Packer pick is the 23rd pick right now, and we have the 12th pick. So 2 first-round picks is definitely nice. We could trade both of these running backs and just start with Jaden Blue to try to get him as much development time as possible. I don't know what Tyler Algier would give us. Not really much at all. What kind of team needs a big-time running back? They don't need a running back. The Browns could use Tyler Algier, but they got 2 rookies. I don't want to take up that space. Let's see. Who else needs a running back? The Commanders need a running back. They do have Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I don't know who that is. But he's there, and he's probably not going to start. They don't have a second-round pick this year? Really? All right. I was going to try to get a second-round pick from them. We could bring Noah Brown back. Who's their right tackle? Andrew Wiley, Josh Connolly Jr. Can I get Josh Connolly Jr.? Kind of. What about defense? What do you got on defense? Nothing much, do you? This team made the playoffs last year? You got Mikey Sanders still. You got Trey Amos. Some good young corners. Any other teams? Any other teams? Who needs another running back? The Giants could use a running back, but Tyrone Tracy's young. They got Scatterbo. They don't need a running back. Let's see. What else he got? What else he got? Who else needs a running back? Not really a lot of teams need a running back. Caleb Johnson's going to be there for the Steelers, so they don't need that. There's not a lot of teams that need a running back, especially not an 81 overall running back. The Broncos have RJ Harvey, so they're good. Yeah, it's really just the Commanders. They're the only team that's like kind of in decent need of a running back. I'm not going to be able to get a first-round pick. Maybe I can get a second and or a third. Oh, there we go. A second and a third next year gets us sends Tyler Algier to Washington, which allows for Blue to start because we're going to trade the other dude as well, Javonte Williams. I like him. He's a fine player, but I don't really want him. Or maybe I do want him. I don't know. Running backs aren't that important of a position in Sim. They don't matter that much. I might send him to Kansas City, actually. Can I grab a second and a third this year from Kansas City? No. What about a 2? Kind of. Do they value their second and a third next year? They kind of do. We can get a second next year if I toss in something else. I'll just go and sign. What do they need? A tight end? I don't think we have tight ends. We have Schoonmaker and Ferguson. I'm not going to give up either one of those. Free safety, no. D-tackle, we just got Kenny Clark. I could give them Mozzie. I could give them Kenny Clark. Man, there's not really the positions that they need. Not really the positions I have. I guess I'd be willing to give you Dante Fowler. You want Dante Fowler? They do want Dante Fowler. Okay, so we get another second-round pick. So we have 3 second-round picks next year. Let's just go into free agency and pick up some low-rated running backs just to fill out the roster. So if we go over here to the running backs, we got to pick up some that are lower overall than our guy. So let's just pick up Boston Scott. Sure, why not? And then we'll pick up... Who's another running back we could pick up? How about good old Isaiah Spiller? He's 24. Okay, so now Jaden Blue's going to get the starting role at running back. I do need to take a look at the salary. And see what Dak is making. Because I'm sure it's a lot, right? As far as I know. Dak is making $315 million with a bonus of $213, a penalty of $170 million. So Dak is going to be our guy unless we want to just immediately get rid of him and then just be in cap just travesty for a couple of years. Who's in new contracts this year? Or who's going to need new contracts? George Pickens is going to need a new contract. Ew. Okay. It's actually not that many. Deron Bland's kind of a big one. It's not that many important people. Deron Bland, kind of a big one. George Pickens is kind of a big one. I don't know what we do with Dak. I think we keep him for now. I can't eat that money. That's too deadly to the team. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go simulate the first season and see how this team does. We are just in base Dallas playbooks. I didn't change any of that stuff because usually Dallas sims pretty well. I wouldn't see why they'd sim poorly now, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So I'm going to sim the season and see how the Micah Parsons less Dallas Cowboys simulate. Is it going to be more accurate to how they're going to do in real life this year? Let's find out. The team goes 6-11 in year number 1. Yeah. I don't know what else I expected. I guess I should have saw this coming. I'm still kind of annoyed by it. 4,000 yards for Dak, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Now, I have seen Joe Milton paired with the Cincinnati Bengal offense. I've seen him go absolutely nuclear. So, I guess there is a backup option if we do want to get rid of Dak. But Joe Milton is a backup quarterback for us. Rushing, Jaden Blue in his rookie year did fine. CD had 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns. Pickens had 8 touchdowns as well. Maybe he'll go up to superstar. That'd be kind of cool. Probably not, but that'd be cool. Defensively, 113 tackles from Overshown. Clark had 101. Tackle for loss leader was Kenny Clark. Sack leader was Adigazua with 10. Williams had 6.5. Donovan had 4. Kenny Clark had 3.5. Malik Hooker with 5 picks. I wonder if he's going to go up to star dev or not. He's kind of getting close to 30, if not already there. So that would be a little bit annoying if he went up to star, but I mean, it'd be kind of cool. He is a Buckeye at the end of the day. I don't know what we do with Dak, man. He's got so much of a cap hit. Why is the... What? Why is that showing me? I thought I turned off the pop-ups. Maybe I missed that one when I set up the thing. I don't know. It's the Eagles and the Bills in the Super Bowl. Please, Buffalo, do not let Philadelphia win this championship. Don't do it. Not as a Cowboy. And they didn't do it. Thank you, Buffalo. I appreciate your hard work and your dedication. Deuce Vaughn's also on this team. I forgot about Deuce Vaughn. Little tiny little guy. Season recap. Josh Allen wins MVP and Super Bowl MVP. Harbaugh Coach of the Year. Puka Nacua, Jeffrey Simmons are the Players of the Year. And Ashton Genty and Abdul Carter are your Rookies of the Year. Okay. So season 1's in the books. We head to the offseason. We have 2 first-round picks, including our own, which is going to be decently good, being 6-11, missing the playoffs. What do we do with this team, though, man? So Tyler Booker's revealed to have star dev. Not surprised. What do we do with this team? 75 for Blue. Defense. Overshown goes up to star dev. Hooker does get star dev after the 5 interceptions. Siobhan Revel? I don't know. Siobhan Revel. Superstar dev. Did he... Wait, hold on. Did he have that? Or did he develop it throughout the season? Or get it at Super Bowl week? Now I gotta know. Now I gots to know. Does he just have that regularly? He might just have it regularly? I don't know. He might just have hidden dev superstar. I'm not 100% sure. He could be star and gone up. I don't remember. But we have a superstar corner on our team now. Plus Deron Bland, who I do want to bring back in negotiations here. But with the star dev for Overshown, that takes away one of the positions of need, I guess. We already have Donovan, so that's 2 positions done. We have Nealon, who could play the other edge spot, I guess. He has star dev. So we have some people here. There are some people on this roster. That is a true fact. That is the truest fact I could have ever said. There are some people on this roster. Human beings. We have $29 million and need to pay some guys. This is what I was talking about when I said this is going to get a little tricky. Brandon Aubrey also needs a new contract too, and he's a good kicker, bro. Why does everybody want money? Why can't you just play for free? This is just a game at the end of the day. Just play for free. Oh, what do I do? Unless I restructure somebody's contract, I can't get all these guys. There's just no way. I do need to bring Deron Bland back. He's 27. You got to bring back a 27-year-old corner who's an 89, right? That just seems pretty obvious. He's going to return. But that leaves us with like, what, 9 million? 10 million. We're not going to be able to afford Pickens. I guess I could trade George. What's his penalty if I trade him? I could restructure Dak and CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee's nuts. I could restructure those guys, but what's Deron Bland's penalty? Not Deron Bland's penalty. Where's he at? Where the F is he? Did I pass him? Where's George Pickens at? Where's Pick Boy? Pick. Where is he? Is he not on here because he's... Oh, he's not. Oh, there he is. So he has no penalty because he's not under contract right now. Perfect. So we can trade him. But do I want to trade him? What can I get back in return for him? Jordan Battle, Matt Milano, Cortland Sutton, Dylan Sampson, Jordan Birch. Jordan Birch is interesting. Trey Harris. We probably need to trade him for another receiver, though. I always trade for Dominic Pooney. I can't trade for him in this video. I think I just did in the Packer video. I did in a recent video. I know that. Nick Scorton's also interesting. We can get some decently young, like, rookie players. Jack Sawyer. Or not rookies anymore. They're rookies from this past draft. Real life draft. Or we trade him for another wide receiver. Because because Tolbert's also up for a new contract as well. So if we're gonna trade Pickens, we gotta have somebody come back that can play wide receiver. Because who knows if we get anybody in the draft or not. So we gotta try to trade Pickens for somebody. I would like to get some of those guys that were in the trade screen there, the offers, but we got to try to offer for somebody to come back to play. Dak's got to throw it to somebody, or Joe Milton. Somebody's got to throw the ball. Somebody's got to catch the ball. We could make another trade with the Packers and try to go for Matthew Golden. What do we do here? What's the move? What is the move? Zay Flowers is always in free agency. I don't know what to do. I've seen Tank Dell go absolutely crazy in certain sims. Can I get Tank Dell? That might not be a bad idea. But can I also grab another player? I don't know who I would want, though. I probably can't get Kamari Lassiter. Maybe you can give me Jacob Parrish. Tank Dell and Jacob Parrish for George Pickens? No, that might go through. What about you give me a draft pick as well? They have 2 second-round picks. Give me one of your second-round picks. Okay, that didn't go through. That almost goes through. How do I do this? We have pick 9 and pick 14. That's pretty decent. So the Packers didn't simulate very well at all because I'm assuming they're pick 14. We have 3 second-round picks next year, thanks to those trades we made. I can't give away one of them, can I? I can give away 3rd in 2028. That gets it close. And then I can give away like a 4th next year. We don't feel like this brings enough value? Are you kidding me? What are we talking about here? Done. So George Pickens goes to the Texans. So CJ Stroud gets somebody. We get back Tank Dell and Jacob Parrish. 2 younger guys. Decent. We'll have to re-sign Tank Dell next year, but hopefully we'll have some money next year. Kyer Elam is a weird one because I don't want him. So how does he not play for my team next year? I could probably trade him to get that 3rd round pick back in 2028. Who needs a corner? What's a corner on the Chargers need a corner? Why don't you give me a 3rd round pick in 2028, and then you give me a 3rd round pick in 2027, and then you give me a 4th round pick in 2026. That's actually closer than I thought it would be. 2 3rd round picks. So we get that 3rd round pick back that we just traded away. And we get Kyer Elam out of here. Jalen Tolbert, Donovan Wilson. I'm going to have to restructure somebody. I don't necessarily want Donovan Wilson that bad. I feel like we get somebody better. That's not what I wanted to do. But I don't really know what to do. What if I restructure Dak? I can't restructure Dak, so never mind. What if I restructure CeeDee Lamb? It'll free up 15.9 million. I feel like that's a pretty obvious move. And then we restructure Trayvon Diggs as well. Maybe that'll help get some money available. That opens up 33 million. Well, I can get Jalen Tolbert back then. That's pretty solid. So we'll re-sign Jalen Tolbert. He's going to return. Thank you. So now we have 3 wide receivers. Donovan Wilson, Sam Williams, Damone Clark, Jack Sanborn, Mozzie Smith. Ugh, there's a couple guys here that I would like to bring back. Brandon Aubrey, I got to get back. 12 million for a kicker. 12 million for a kicker. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? That's an insane contract for a kicker. $17 million remain. $17 million left. I feel like we can find linebackers in the draft. We could probably find a safety in the draft too. Maybe I can trade Donovan Wilson. No trade packages. Who needs a strong safety? What's his overall? He's a 77. Who needs a strong safety? The Broncos need a strong safety pretty bad. Okay. Good news, Broncos. I have a strong safety for you. What do you have for me? Not much. Maybe we'll have to rebuild the Broncos because their team looks tragic. They have Martin Emerson. This team sucks. Maybe you can give me a second round pick this year? Probably not. What about a 4th this year and a 3rd next year? Done. Donovan Wilson's a Bronco. We get a couple extra picks. I'm going to save the rest of the money. All right. Those were some interesting decisions that we made. We still have Dak on the team. We still have Dak on the team. Hutchinson's available. I can't sign Hutchinson. I don't have the money. I would love to, but I can't. But Jaquan Brisker, hardly know her, I can offer. We just got rid of Donovan Wilson. I would not be mad with a Jaquan Brisker deal. That would be a much better option than Donovan Wilson. And it's basically all of our money. We'll see if we make the deal with Jaquan. He will accept the contract. We have signed Jaquan Brisker. And Aiden Hutchinson signs with the Falcons. That's a crazy decision. All right, so we generate the best lineup. Tank Dell adds in. Tolbert's still here. Offensive line looks good. We need a right tackle. We've got Donovan. We've got Nealon starting here. This guy needs to play. So I need to put him at will linebacker. You're going to get changed from a Sam to a Will. That's probably not that big of an overall change. It might even just keep him the exact same. But you're going to get changed from a Sam to a Will so you can play. What does that do to your overall? Keeps the exact same. Perfect. So you are a 74 overall. Jaquan Brisker starts at strong safety. Malik Hooker's at free safety. Corners are looking good. Mozzie's still here. I thought he was a free agent. I guess not. Did I bring him back? I don't remember. Who cares? Let's get to the draft. We have no more money, so let's get to the draft. We need a right tackle. We need a couple linebackers, maybe. We need a quarterback. Or we just go with Joe Milton. Do we just stay with Joe Milton and put him in the Bengal playbook and he'll go absolutely insane? I guess that's an option. What's the quarterback room look like? There's not that many good quarterbacks this class. Or at least not on paper. Maybe they're better. I don't know. There's a top 5 left tackle. Okay. Tickle my pickle. I want to know about these top 5 guys. So those are going to be my guys that I use. Let's go to the draft. See where everybody's projected to go. Because we have, 9 and 13, 14? I think it was 9 and 14 were our projected picks. So mock draft number 5 has the left tackle going 1 to Carolina. the edge rusher going number 2, another left tackle going 3. So no quarterbacks going until Kentrell Barrett goes to the Browns, 6'5". They have us taking Connor Howard, a right rush, what? An edge rusher, a right edge. And then at 14, they have us taking a corner. I don't think that's a good idea. I think we should probably not take a corner. At least not in the first round. We need a tackle. And that left tackle, Jack Dodge, could be, that's a great name, by the way, could be the guy. Callum Graham also is a decent player. He's not a true top 5 talent, but he is a round 1 talent. Taking him at 9 might not be a bad idea, actually. Because how good are the right tackles in this board? We could just move a left tackle to right tackle. Yeah, the left tackles are much better than the... Although, Nick Batista, I did see him projected at the... He was at the very last pick, I think. He was pick 32 in the mock. Was he pick number 32? Yeah, he's number 32. So, the Bills could get him. Unfortunately, Callum Graham is pick 3. So, if we want one of these big-time left tackles, we'd have to trade up. Or we just stay at number 14 and take the right tackle, since we know he's a round 1 talent. Decisions to be made, ladies and gentlemen. Decisions to be made. Even though I think that left tackle, the first pick, that Dodge dude, I think he's going to be unreal. I don't think trading up for him is going to be the move. So I'm going to sim to my pick. And he does go 1. It seems like the board goes pretty much how it said it was going to go. And now we are up at number 9. I think the move is to grab the right tackle at 14, even though it is a little bit of a reach. He's projected round 2 to 3, but the Bills are going to grab him at 32, so he's not going to be there in the second round. Although this guy does look pretty good too, this Gordon Buchanan dude. He doesn't look bad. He's got pretty good grades. He looks honestly better than Nick Batista, but I don't know. I think that's the move to take at 14. All of the good quarterbacks are gone, or at least all the ones that we thought could be pretty good. I think I might stay with Joe Milton, man. That's kind of an interesting option. So if we take the right tackle, Nick Batista, where do we go with this pick then? We don't need a will linebacker because we just changed that one dude. These guys are round 2 to 3. These guys are all pretty much round 2 to 3. We could use a D tackle. And there might be a good one here. This Gordon Jones guy. First off, is there a strong safety that's good? I don't know. There could be a couple. Gordon Jones, nose tackle, 6'3", good athlete. I don't know if he's number 9 worthy, though. I mean, this is a big pick. This is a top 10 pick we've got. We got to make it count. I don't want to just whiff on somebody. I probably still will, but I'd like to not whiff on anybody if I had the opportunity to. We could grab a guard. This guard looks pretty decent. This John Mills dude. He's a pretty good athlete. He's got good attributes. I don't know where to go. 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 Who's this tight end? Mitch Henson. Oh my god, he looks crazy. Okay, we'll keep him in mind, I guess. Wide receiver. Taylor Feldman. What kind of speed are we working with here at receiver? There's actually a bunch of elite speed receivers. And a couple that are elite acceleration. This Garcia guy, Jamie Garcia, or maybe it's Jaime Garcia. 4.27. Oh my god. You know what? I'm going to take him on athletic ability alone. He's number 34 in true value. Hidden dev, but he's got 98 speed, 97 excel. If this was if we were playing in this as a franchise, I'd be over the moon with that pick. That's an insane pick. We got another receiver. I'm okay with that. And then I'm going to reach on the tackle, I think. The Bills are going to grab him, even though I think this guy looks better, though. Gordon Buchanan, why is he not rated that highly? He's got really good pass block. Why is he rated lower than Nick Batista? What does Nick Batista do better? I don't know. I'm going to reach on Nick Batista. That's a little bit of a interesting pick. We got him at 20. He is hidden dev. He's probably going to start over Terrence Steele. And we steal him from Buffalo because he was not going to make it to pick 9 of the second round. So we get him there. We move to the second round now. What is going to be available in the second round? Is that left tackle available in the second round? All the left tackles are gone already? Man, they must have scouted those guys. That's kind of annoying. Ooh, but Nathan Baugh is here. He could be decent. There's another right tackle. Oh, it's Gordon Buchanan. I looked at this guy, didn't I? I thought he was okay. I'm going to double up on right tackle. You can never have too many. He's number 93 in true value. He's not great, but he has a hidden dev. Maybe a little bit of a reach in the second round. But you can never have too much depth on the offensive line, that's for sure. And then we move to this round. There's a quarterback still on the board that we have scouted. Everett McDougal. He's a 6'3 scrambler. 6'2 scrambler? What is he? He's a 6... I got it all wrong. He's a 6'1 scrambler. I'm going to grab a quarterback in the third round. Number 92. He's got normal dev. He can't be worse than Joe Milton. So, a third round quarterback. We'll grab him. And then in the fourth round, I have absolutely no idea where to go. Maybe we grab a linebacker if there's anybody good. Doesn't look like it. Maybe there's a sneaky D tackle available. Not really. Oh, God. This whole draft looks like it's a bunch of bums now. Is there any corner that has a chance to be good? Clyde Atkinson's got speed, 4.3 speed. He's trash, but 93 speed. This whole end of this class looks pretty god-awful, but maybe the CPU can grab somebody that's decent. You never know. There could be somebody that I didn't see in the CPU drafts and ends up being pretty good. They've done that before. So we move into draft recap. 76 for Jamie Garcia. It could be Jaime, but it could be Jamie. I don't know. Who cares? He's not a real person, so it's Jamie. Nick Batista ends up being a 77. Buchanan and McDougal are both 71. So he is around the same overall as Joe Milton. And then you got a 71 overall for Tashawn Shirley, who is a guard. Not a bad 7th round pick. I told you. Sometimes they find gems. And the NFL total class, there was a bunch of 80 overall players in here. I knew that Dodge was going to be a pretty good player. The top of the class was pretty good, but the rest of the depth of the class was not really there. It did not look that good at all. But I feel like we got some good players. I mean, that right tackle is going to be a starter for us. The wide receiver is going to be a freak. Even if we put him in the slot, he's going to go crazy. And immediately Batista starts at right tackle. So the offensive line's now finished for the rebuild. We've got our running back probably in Jaden Blue. McDougal and Milton are both at quarterback. What do we do with freaking Dak, man? What do we do with Dak? And they changed... I changed you to a will linebacker. Why are you not playing there? You should just be the will linebacker. Doesn't really make much sense now, does it? Because he's already starting at Sam linebacker? What the F? What the F? Oh, it's because Overshown's not technically a Sam linebacker. Interesting. So they've got Overshown at Mike. That's what's the problem, because we don't have a Mike linebacker. Okay. I gotcha. All right. That safety that they took is also hidden dev. That's kind of cool. Oh, they better put my man in the slot. No, Garcia's going crazy in the slot. He's going to go crazy in the slot. What do we do with Dak? Dak's the only one that I have questions about. What do we do with Dak? We could easily transition to a Bengal playbook with one of these quarterbacks and go absolutely crazy with. I can get Luther Burden, Jalen Waddle. Oh, man. Dak's got some value. Dak's got some value. Mostly wide receivers, but Dak's got some value. We can make a splash move for Dak, but I don't know if I want to do that or not. I'm terrified of starting one of these quarterbacks, but we might just have to pull the trigger. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go one more season with Dak at quarterback in the Cowboy offense, and we'll see how we do. He's got weapons. He's got a good offensive line. The defense is a little shaky, but it should be good. We're going to simulate year number 2, see how the offense does, see if we win more than 6 games. If we don't win more than 6 games, or if we're kind of just like one and done in the playoffs or something like that, then we'll move on from Dak. But for right now, we're going to give Dak another season and see what happens. So I'm going to simulate year number 2, and we'll figure out what the move is after that. Year 2's over, and we're not getting anywhere. 6-11, it's just not happening. I don't know if they severely nerfed the Cowboy offensive playbook, but it's not happening for the gang. It's over for Bozo. So we're going to be moving on from Dak. Whether it's drafting a quarterback this year in the draft because we're going to have a decently high pick, or going with one of these two guys, it's not going to happen with Dak. So we're going to have to eat some sort of penalty to get rid of him, but he's gone. I've suffered through 2 years of him. He's not going to be here anymore. I can't handle it anymore. Tank Dell does have 1,000 yards, though, with 6 touchdowns. How'd the rookie do? I didn't see. He put up 657 yards and 11 touchdowns as a rookie in the slot. I'll take that. Could have been a little bit better. Overshown goes crazy with tackles. 10 tackles for loss for Kenny Clark. Forgot he was kind of here still. Donovan puts up 9.5 sacks. Good sack numbers. 5 interceptions, so we just get like 4, 5, 6 interceptions a year with one player. That's kind of sick. All right, those are the stats. We missed the playoffs, obviously, again. Shocker, I know. Let's get to season number 2 off season, because we're moving on from Dak. I simply can't have him on my roster anymore. He's a trash, scrub, jabroni. We can't have him on the team anymore. Steelers and Bucks. What is this, 1984? That doesn't make any sense. What is this, 2002? Let's upgrade these scrub depth chart players. We'll move them on. And then we get to the season recap. We've got Chris Godwin Jr. winning MVP of the Super Bowl against the Steelers because he wins the Super Bowl with the Bucks. Joe Burrow gets MVP of the league. Jamar Chase, Offensive Player of the Year. TJ Watt, Defensive Player of the Year. We don't win any sort of Rookie of the Year award. And we move to the offseason. Oh, we got negative money. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why do we have no money? How could this have gone so bad? I am in trouble. I can't restructure frickin' Dak, man. I gotta trade him. I gotta trade Dak away. He's not gonna have as much value as he did last year, but I gotta get him off the team. Mason Graham. Oh, I was wrong. He's got crazy value. A first-round pick in 2029 plus a star running back. Kelvin Banks. Oh, my God. These are crazy valuable players. I got to go Mason Graham, right? Because Kenny Clark's going to get bad. We don't really have a backup option at tight D tackle. I mean, I can get some crazy good draft picks, but I think I got to go Mason Graham. That seems the most obvious choice. So Cleveland took a quarterback, but you're going to have Dak Prescott. Thank you for Mason Graham. That was not what I was expecting to have happen. I didn't realize he was going to have so much value. We got to restructure CD. We got to restructure. We could probably restructure Deron Bland. We just re-signed him. And then Trayvon Diggs, we restructure just to try to make some room, try to make some money to be able to bring back, because we got to bring back Tyler Smith. We got to bring back Tank Dell. I mean, we got to bring back a lot of these guys. I want all 4 of these guys. I want Tyler Smith, Tank Dell, Tyler Guyton, and DeMarvion Overshown. I guess I can accept it. I didn't see this. Okay, never mind. Tyler Guyton can come back anyway. If I can free up enough money to bring back Tyler Smith and DeMarvion Overshown, I can franchise tag Tank Dell. I can make this work. I just have to keep pushing the money back. That's what you do. In business, you push the money back, and then you push it so far back that you just never pay anybody. That's what you do. Just keep pushing the money away until it goes away. That's what happens. I can trade Kenny Clark. I forgot about that. I got to get this man off my roster. We have Mason Graham. We don't need your bum butt anymore. Josh Downs, Josh Connerly. We don't need offensive linemen, though. Our offensive line's pretty much done. I like that Jack Besh doesn't even have a player face. Why is it always offensive linemen? Who needs D-tackle? I wonder if I get a first-round pick for Kenny Clark. I mean, Packers got a first-round pick. A lot of these teams are going to need a D-tackle. Who's got a good pick? Like a top 5 pick. The Colts. They have D-tackle in their top 5. Yeah, they need a D-tackle desperately. Give me the 4th overall pick, and you can have Kenny Clark. You know, I thought that would go through. We have 3 second-round picks and 4 third-round picks. Oh my god. Why do I have so many picks? Take a second and take a third. Give me the 4th overall pick, please. Okay. Totally fine. How about you take another third-round pick from 2029? Hopefully we've won a Super Bowl by that point. How about you take a second-round pick from 2029? I'm telling you, I'm hoping we win a Super Bowl at that point. You can't just freaking accept. Just take it. Just take it. Take it. It's not that hard to accept. You really want a 7th-round pick that's going to sweeten the pot? It does. So we have the 4th overall pick now. We traded away a lot, but we have the 4th overall pick. There's a quarterback in this draft, I hope. Can I get Tyler Smith back, please, for the love of God? Thankfully, he wants to be here. He's going to return. Okay, so Tyler Smith is back. What about my dog, DeMarvion Overshown? He wants to be here as well. Please accept this. Yes. All right, the plans are coming together. Malik Hooker, unfortunately, probably has to go. Tank Dell, I need to franchise tag. So I'm going to offer him a scrub type of contract. He's going to reject it. Wait, no, I just got to withdraw the offer. That's what I'm going to do. Duh. Let me just withdraw the offer, come back in, and then franchise tag him. It's going to be a lot of money. $40 million. Dear Lord. 40 freaking million for Tank Dell, but it had to be done. So we're not going to make any moves in the offseason. We have to bank, absolutely bank, that the draft is quality. So I'm not even going to, I don't even want to see who's in the draft because I don't want to get my hopes up, and then obviously I'm going to be sad because I can't sign anybody. So we're just going to move right to the draft. There's got to be a quarterback in this draft. For the love of God, there's got to be one. It's college football. There's always at least one quarterback that's good, unless you get like the Kenny Pickett draft. Private workouts. Please, God, let there be a quarterback. So the top 5 projected guy is absolute trash. This guy, Corey Frost. Ooh, a little chilly? A little chilly action? I don't mind it. He's not a good athlete. Not that good of an athlete. I think we're going to have to spend all 3 of these on a quarterback to find out if there is a guy. So let's just go down the list. Take these first 3 guys and figure out if any of those 3 quarterbacks are worth taking with the 4th overall pick. We have 3 first-round picks now because we still have the Packer pick, so we can make some things happen. This can be the draft. All right, so the 4th overall pick, they have us taking a edge rusher, which is not going to happen. There's a left tackle that's the top 5 talent, so that's back-to-back years of the top 5 talent at left tackle. And then there's 3 straight 2 to 3 true talent players, including Tavares Nance. Very interesting. Okay. So what are those quarterbacks looking like? Okay, so one guy's absolute garbage, but the other 2 are round 1 to 2, which is very interesting. We can maybe get one of them, not obviously with the 4th pick, but we might be able to get one of them with one of our other picks. So we pick at 7, and then we pick at... Ooh, the Packers must have done really good this year. 22. Where was Frost at? Was Frost even in the mock? He's not even in the mock? Or did I pass him? I don't see him on here. He must not be in the mock. So we could grab Frost at 22, and that's not that bad. Plus, we'd still get the 5th-year option out of him. I can see a world where that's a good idea. Let's just go to the draft. We're not going to trade up for the left tackle. And then obviously I'm not going to trade up for any of the other guys that are ahead of us. So let's just get to our pick. Here we are. Pick number 4, thanks to the Colts. Who do we go for? Who do we grab? We don't need a wide receiver. We're pretty good on that. We don't need... There's a couple good wide receivers. There's a D tackle that's a bum. Why are all the good players wide receiver, man? We don't necessarily need that, at least not right now. All of the good players are wide receivers. There is a top 5 safety, Derek Cassidy. He's a USC safety. Let's go! I'm taking him. Finally! I finally get a USC safety. He's the number 1 player in the class. I did it! I finally got a USC strong safety. It's about time, man. I've been waiting for this build forever. This is the first time I've ever gotten one. Yes! I love that. Finally, I got one. I've been waiting for that forever, man. Alright, so we got a USC strong safety. That's pretty sick. Where do we go with this next pick? Zach Sampson is still on the board at pick 7. He looks like a good player. He's not like a crazy good athlete or anything, but he looks like a good player. This D tackle's a bum. Are there any D tackles that are good? We don't know. There might be one down here that's good. All right. Maybe this guy's good. Dennis Brown. He's a nose tackle with good speed. Is he better than the other guy? Is he better than this guy, Brandon Hanson? Also a good athlete. They're pretty similar. They're probably around... He's probably around 2 to 3 talent as well. What about Jonathan Callaway? We do need a Sam linebacker. I'm going to grab him. It's a little bit of a reach, I think, but I'm going to take him. Number 10 in True Value. It's not as big of a reach as I thought. He does have normal dev, though, which is a little bit of a bummer. But he's going to start over whoever we have anyway, so... And that should allow for Overshown to actually move to his right position. And then I think I'm going to take the quarterback. I think I'm going to take Frost. Corey Frost with this 22nd pick. He ends up being number 48 in True Value. Hidden Dev, 93 throw power. He's starting. All right. We got our quarterback. That's perfect. That is perfect. He's probably going to be like a 75, 76 overall. I'm totally fine with that. We got our guy at quarterback. There's still a couple of receivers available, including a round 1 to 2 Jeremiah Lynch with great speed. 4.37 speed in the second round. Number 34 in True Value. Elite top end speed. He's got 95 speed. Oh my God. Okay. Sick. We have another second round pick. Because why not? Who else do I want to grab? There's a lot of running backs on the table. We don't necessarily need a running back, though. Or do we? Because we have Jaden Blue. Do I take a second round running back? Kyrie Chambers doesn't look bad. He's an elusive back with good speed. The juke move and spin move are not ideal, which kind of worries me. But maybe they changed that where that doesn't matter determining how good a running back is. I kind of want to take Kyrie Chambers. I'm going to do it. Why not? Kyrie Chambers, welcome to the Cowboys. He's number 27 in True Value. He's got normal dev, so he's probably not going to start over Jaden Blue unless he's just naturally a higher overall than him, which is, I guess, possible. We move to the third round where we have a bunch of picks, and now I guess we just take players. I'm probably going to let the CPU handle a lot of this because I have absolutely no idea where to go. Maybe there's a good sneaky offensive lineman that I haven't looked at yet. Maybe like this guy, Ezekiel Gilchrist. Looks pretty solid. At least in one area. There's not any sneaky good right tackles available. As far as edge rushers go, nobody really. I might just let the CPU handle the rest of this. I don't know if I can be bothered to try to decipher some of these guys. You know what? It's the third round. I'll let the CPU handle it. They might grab some good players. Who knows? So we'll let the CPU handle that. I mean, we got the number 1 player in the class. I got my strong safety from USC. It's about time, man. I've done a bunch of these sims so far, and I haven't been able to find a strong safety from USC. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, USC strong safeties in Madden 26 are unbelievably goated. I don't know why they made that. Maybe for Troy Polamalu, I guess. I don't know why they made this a build, but they always have 99 hit power. If I can get to it. They always have 99 hit power. Did I pass it? Yeah, here it is. They're always the best player in the class that they're in, and they're always from USC. I don't know why that's the case, but that's what it is. So we got our guy finally. He's an 85 overall. Jonathan Callaway ends up being a 77. I'm totally fine with that. He's going to start at Sam linebacker. We'll move Overshown to Will, and he'll be good. Frost is a 74. I think that's higher than both of the guys we have. Jeremiah Lynch is 75. So is Kyrie Chambers. So I think he's higher overall than Jaden Blue, if I'm not mistaken. They took a corner who's a 72 overall, and then they took a bunch of bums. But we got our guy. We got our strong safety from USC. He ends up being by far the best player. That left tackle was an 82. That would have been pretty good to pick up. But I'm okay because we got our guy. The rest of the class kind of cheeks. Now, the problem with getting a strong safety from USC is he's going to immediately start. We might have to move Jaquan Brisker to free safety, actually, because we did lose Malik Hooker. We lost the hooker. No, Frost is starting over McDougal. I know we took McDougal last year. So Jaden Blue ends up being a 77 overall. Pretty sick. Defensively, we have a safety over here who's a 70, but Jaquan Brisker is going to start here because Cassidy obviously is starting at strong safety. So Brisker, hardly know her, is going to start at free safety. And then we've got Overshown over here. We've got Leafu, or Leofau, whatever the heck your name is, dude. D-tackle. Yeah, D-tackle's a little thin. Bland goes to Superstar Dev, which is nice. Like to see that. But D-tackle is a little thin. I probably should have drafted at least one D-tackle, now that I think about it. But we've got our quarterback. And we've obviously got to move into Bengal playbook. If we want our quarterback to go crazy, we've got to move into Bengal offense. That's just what happens. They made the Bengal offense so unbelievably good. We got to go to it. We can stay in Dallas defense, but Cincinnati offense is simply too crazy for a quarterback to not go into it. So we're going to go into that. Our quarterback's going to go absolutely nuclear, and maybe this year we're actually a threat to not be a top 5 pick. Let's simulate year number 3 and see how our rookie quarterback does. Maybe Bengal playbook was not the move. We go 3-14 in season 3. Frost picks up 4,300 yards. So the Bengal playbook does go absolutely insane for quarterbacks, but not necessarily for winning games, at least not this time. I don't know. How did we win 3 games, man? 3 games? Really? With this team, we won 3 games? What are we doing here? Cassidy puts up 128 tackles. My God. He didn't do anything else. He got 2 tackles for loss, but no picks, no sacks, nothing. He was just a tackle machine. Mason Graham picks up a bunch of tackles for loss and a few sacks as well. Donovan has 8 sacks, a couple interceptions. Not as many as usual. Just kind of a down year all around for the boys. I'm hoping that this was just a 1-year blip, and maybe next year will be good. Who knows? It's hard telling when you're playing Madden. It's hard telling. I thought we'd be good this year. Oh, look at this. It's a rematch. Philadelphia versus New England for the Super Bowl. A rematch of 2 Super Bowls, actually. One the Patriots won and one the Eagles won. We don't talk about the Eagle one, though. So who's going to win the tiebreaker? We're not talking about it. The Patriots won. Woo! Yeah! New England! Yeah, Dynasty's back, baby! Hoo! Patriots! Patriots! Yeah! Woo! Patriots won. All right. We don't care. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about Patriot losses. Let's just not. Let's move. Let's go on. Okay. So Patriots won the Super Bowl, and now we get to the re-sign period where we have no money. We accept the option on Mason Graham. We accept the option on Tyler Booker. I wish these menus moved faster. We have to pay Tank Dell because we franchise tagged him. Cooper Beebe needs a new contract, but he's not very expensive. Nealon needs a new contract. All of these bums need new contracts, and we have to pay them. Oh, why does everybody want money, man? Can't you just not want money? Like, why is that so hard to ask for? Can't I just say no and then not pay you? Is that illegal? We don't talk about legality in this. Did I free up enough money with those restructures? No, not even remotely enough money. Well, what do I do? Do I trade Tank Dell? I can't even sign frickin' Cooper. I can't even get my dog Cooper back. Oh, no. Oh, no. What am I gonna do? I can't re-sign or restructure CD. I can't restructure Trayvon or Terrence Steele. I gotta trade Terrence Steele, man. Get the F off my roster, big dog. Who the F even are you? No trade packages for this king? You're telling me that Terrence Steele, the greatest right tackle of all time, has no trade packages. Okay. All right. I see what we're doing here. Well, the Chiefs clearly need a right tackle because they've got garbage there. So why don't you just go and give me a second round pick and we can say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, please. The Chiefs have no effing money. Why does the world hate me and want to beat me with a spork? Okay. Well, who needs a right tackle and has cap room? Nobody. There's nobody that needs a right tackle that has absolute cap room. Are we talking serious business right now? Or are we talking ifs, ands, or maybes? The Vikings need a right tackle desperately, but they have no money. Oh my God, nobody has any money. What are we doing here? You know what? I'm going to give the Cardinals this man. You deserve him. Give me a second round pick. You got to be trashing me right now. You got to be just joshing me. Are we just joshing right now? Is this legitness? We're being for real? This is unbelievable. You're telling me that the GOAT, Terrence Steele, can't go for more than a 4th round pick? We're talking about Terrence Steele, the guy that's the greatest of all time. And he can't go for more than a 4th round pick. What is happening? What does the world come to? A 5th round pick for Terrence Steele. The disrespect. The absolute disrespect. And you may be wondering, Juice, if he's so good, why you traded him? Because they don't need to know that he's not good. That's why. How do I win this Super Bowl? Type that into Google. How do I win the Super Bowl? I might have to franchise tag Tank Dell again, man. It might have to be that. It might have to be desperation mode for Tank. You gotta be sucking me off right now, Cooper. I was not planning on you not signing that contract, dog. I was kind of banking on the fact you would accept it. So you know what we got to do now? We got to trade away Tank Dell. Thanks a lot, Cooper. Thanks a lot. Because now I got to trade away Tank Dell. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to bring him back. But no, you said, nah, I don't think Frank would be better for me. Shut up, you jabroni. Josiah Stewart is sexy. But so is Byron Murphy. I'm going to trade Tank Dell for Byron Murphy. All right. So Tank Dell leaves. We get Byron Murphy back. That's at least another D tackle option. We have to franchise tag Cooper Beebe. But I can't do that just yet because I need to re-sign these guys. So Nealon has to return. Doesn't have to return, but he's going to return. And hopefully he accepts. Although there's a big chance he says, you gotta be... Okay. Totally cool. I'm not crashing out in the slightest. These guys are just bad. They don't understand financial responsibility. They're garbage. They don't see the vision. They don't see the vision. I see the vision. And the vision is a second round pick. Okay. Why don't we trade for another player at that position? Who can we get? Can I get Jordan Birch? He's kind of trash. Will you give him to me? Ooh, you almost will. We'll probably have to pay him next year, but that's a problem for Future Juice to handle. We don't care about Future Juice. Future Juice sucks. We care about Present Juice, and Present Juice is going to have a crash out. So we don't want Present Juice to have a crash out, do we? We want to just move on and go to season number 4. Jordan Birch is a Dallas Cowboy. We're going to have to pay him next year. I kind of knew that was going to happen, but I had to do it. And then this man right here, right now, has to re-sign the contract. Now, he actually wants to be here. See? You see what happens when team players are around? That's what happens. You get things done. But when you got jabronis that don't want to be here, then that's when things go bad. We don't need Joe Milton anymore. I need to franchise tag Cooper. We have no money. We got to win the Super Bowl. We got to win the Super Bowl. I'm just assuming we have the first overall pick. I don't even know. Do we have the first overall pick? I hope so. I guess we'll find out when we look at the mock draft. I'm kind of banking on the fact that we have the first overall pick, but I don't know if we do. We could. Or we could not. There could have been a team that was worse than us. I doubt it. We won 3 games. We were kind of awful. We could have been really bad, which we were. There's a top 5 D tackle. Well, I found my number 1 overall pick. That's good to know. Who else is really good? There's a couple good edge rushers here. Let me look at tight end. Let me look at some tight ends and see if there's anybody worth going after. Let me just scout the top 3 of them and see if there's anybody worth going after. We are almost fired. But don't worry, because coaching firing can't happen, at least not for us. Do we have the first overall pick? Please tell me that we do. Okay, we do, and we're going to take the top 5 D tackles. So we have Byron Murphy, we have Mason Graham, and then this top 5 rookie. Perfect. That works out for me. Do we have another first-round pick, or am I all out of those? It looks like we have run out of first-round picks. All right. I know I have a bunch of seconds and thirds. Well, we're not trading away the first pick. We're taking that top 5 D tackle because we know he's goated on the sticks. He's got the souse. He is the number 2 player in true value. Hidden dev, 96 strength, pretty crazy. And he is going to pair alongside Mason Graham and Byron Murphy and be really good. He's going to just be really good because that's kind of what happens. Can we go faster, please? Thank you. Who's going to be taken at the second round? Is there any more edge rushers available? There's a couple wide receivers, but we don't need more wide receivers. We're good on that. There is a edge rusher, Jorge Bernal. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the Dallas Cowboys, big dog. You are here. You are a Cowboy. To the third round. Maybe one of those tight ends will still be available. I doubt it. But we can take a look. We don't mind if you look around. There's no more tight ends available. Wide receivers are garbage. Running backs are trash. Quarterbacks are stupid. Safeties are garbage. Free safeties are bums. Corners are not good. I'm going to take Brandon Colombo because I like the name. Christopher Colombo. He's number 101. He's got hidden dev. He sucks. I'm going to cut him with a spoon. We're going to sim to the end of the draft, and hopefully year number 4 is our year. I mean, it has to be, right? It has to be. And I just realized I didn't take a look at the roster after the Super Bowl, so I have no idea what our quarterback's dev trade is or what his overall is. 80 overall for Gilbert Gallery. That's a crazy good name. 75 for Jorge Bernal, and then Colombo has a 71. Good for you, dog. Good for you. I hope you're happy and healthy. Let's move to season 4. Because I'm take a shower with this team, man. It's trash. All right. What are we looking like? Star dev for the quarterback. Offensive line looks good. Wide receivers look good. Running back looks good enough. Chambers already 78. Good for him. And then defense, we've got some good players. We need to probably switch up the scheme. Make sure everything's working the way that we need it to be working. So 76 is fine. And then we move to a 90 base 4-3. That's totally good by me. That's what I'm looking for, big dog. All right, so we got Birch, we got Donovan, we've got Mason Graham and Byron. We got the first round pick or the first overall pick rookie. We've got some trash over here. What's going on here? So we need to have, this is all kind of messed up. Overshow needs to be playing Mike linebacker. I don't know why he's not. Do I have to turn him into a Mike linebacker? He is a Will linebacker, so I got to make him a Mike linebacker. So we'll make him a Mike linebacker so that he can play. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Make him a Mike linebacker so that he can actually play the position he's the highest overall rated at. And then we will have him play Will, and then Callaway plays Sam. I'm fine with that. Cassidy's an X factor because he's a god. I need to just turn Brisker into a free safety. I don't know if that's going to hurt his overall or not. I probably should have done it last year, but let's just turn him into a free safety out the gates so we can see if he gets any good play time or not. We'll see what happens. He is an 85. Perfect. All right, team actually looks pretty solid. Year number 4. Year 2 with the quarterback with Frost. Is it Corey Frost? I forget what his effing name is. Who cares? Let's go see if year number 4 can change anything. I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Okay, so huge improvement for year number 4, 12-5, and not just that, it looks like we also were the number 1 seed in the playoffs. Yeah, 12-5 was the best record, so a little bit of a down year for the NFC, but hey, we were capitalizing on that. And do I see an effing 5,700 yards and 56 touchdowns for Corey Frost? What? 5,700 yards? Obviously a new record. Oh my God. Oh my God. These are unbelievable numbers. I don't know if I've ever seen a statistical season this good. I probably have, and I don't remember. I'm very dumb. But that's a crazy good season. CeeDee Lamb puts up 1,700 yards and 18 touchdowns. Offensive Player of the Year for sure. Jalen Tolbert puts up 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. Jamie Garcia puts up 1,200 yards and 13 touchdowns. Jake Ferguson was fine. Defensively, we have 111 tackles from Jaquan Brisker now in the free safety spot. Makes sense. He's good. Jordan Birch puts up 14 tackles for loss in a contract year. Donovan puts up 11 sacks. Mason Graham, 9. Birch, 8.5. Interception numbers. Derek Cassidy, my GOAT, my king. 3 interceptions. The rest of the guys are bums. We only care about Cassidy. And now we move on to the divisional round against the Packers. Funny thing, Packers got Micah Parsons, but they're not good enough to beat us. Not this year. We've got the MVP at quarterback. Boom! 2021 victory. A little closer than I would have liked, but 2021 victory over the Pack. Go Pack, go home. You're trash. It's the NFC Championship, Cowboys versus Falcons. We're going to the bowl. It's pretty much written in stone, like the 10th commandment. This is the 11th commandment. The Packers go home. Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. That's the 11th commandment. Big game here. NFC Championship, Falcons and Cowboys, but we've got the boy. 5,700 yards and 56 touchdowns on our team with Corey Frost. There's no way the Falcons can even compete with that. And yet they're trying to. All right, they tied it to 7. How do we have 7 points through the third quarter? What are we doing here? Are we trash? Are we frauds? Do I smell fraud alert? There, we get a touchdown in the fourth quarter. That's good. We get the ball back, and now all we do is hold the ball. Okay, perfect. We're totally fine. We're not frauds. We're going to the Super Bowl. Wearing number 13. Didn't Roger Staubach wear number 13? He could have. I don't remember. I'm not 70 years old. 2nd and 2. Obviously, we're going to be snapping this ball and running it. That's a guarantee. Oh, that's right. Hutchinson signed with the Falcons. I forgot about that. We talked about that in the offseason. Oh, my God! Jaden Blue put the ball on the ground. He got absolutely nuclear bombed by somebody. Philip Kruger, maybe? I mean, they were showing him. They didn't get the touchdown. They're trash. The Falcons suck. Oh, my God. Jaden Blue put the ball on the ground like within the 20-yard line, and they couldn't score. They're garbage. Trash. They're the frauds. Oh, my God. I thought it was over. I thought we were going to have to try to make a game-winning comeback. Forget about a game-winning comeback. All we got to do is hold the ball. Ferguson gets the first down, and they're using their second timeout. I cannot believe that they sold that game. They had the ball within the 20. It had to have been within the 20. We were not that far out from our own goal line. And Jaden Blue puts it on the ground, and we freaking win the football game. I can't believe it, dog. That's crazy. The Cowboys are destined for the Super Bowl, and it's all because of that man right there, Corey Frost, who's going to be the MVP of the season. That's pretty much a guarantee. Oh my God, we are going to survive. I mean, the fumble is crazy. And the fact that they didn't score after that is even crazier. But the Dallas Cowboys are back, man. Since the 90s. Since Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith, Jimmy Johnson, Charles Haley, rubbing one out in the locker room. True story. It's back, baby. The Cowboys are back. The Cowboys are back in the Super Bowl. Against who? Against the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns. Isn't that where we traded Dak? Dak better not be the starting quarterback of this Cleveland Brown team. I better not. If I go to this roster and I see Dak Prescott as the quarterback of this Browns team, I'm going to crash out. Dak Prescott cannot be the quarterback. Thank God. It's Kentrell Barrett. All right, Kenny. KOT4Q is the quarterback. Okay. Shador's still here. Gabriel's still here. This is the guy they took in the first year, I think. Or maybe the second year. I don't remember. They took him like 2 or 3 overall. It was one of the top 3 picks. But he's developing really well. Thank God Dak's not the quarterback. I would have been insanely crazy if he would have been the quarterback. This is it. This is for all the marbles. This is what we've worked up to. A 5,700-yard season cannot end without a Super Bowl trophy. It's got to happen. It is time for the Dallas Cowboys to reclaim the moniker of America's team. And by doing that, we have to win the Super Bowl. So we have to crush the dreams of some Cleveland Browns fans. It has to happen. The Dallas Cowboys must reclaim America's team. This season cannot end because we had a 5,700-yard season. We can't end on that. And you know what? I don't usually do this, but I might jump in for a field goal here. 38 yards. I don't usually jump in. I'm actually going to have to call a timeout here. I can't snap the football. Can I call a timeout, please? Oh my God, I'm going to have to do this quick. Okay, I can't call a timeout for some reason. But I'm a god. Boom! I was pressing all the buttons to call timeouts, but it wasn't working. We drill the field goal, and the Dallas Cowboys are once again America's team. We have rebuilt the Dallas Cowboys post Micah Parsons. It was a little rocky there. It was a little rocky. I'll give it that. Once we got rid of Dak, it seemed like the dark clouds dissipated. The sun shined on the Dallas Cowboys again. And we're going to say, hypothetically, Jerry Jones has passed away at this point because we're 4 years into the future. So he gets to see it from the afterlife, I guess. He's looking up and seeing the Super Bowl and seeing the Cowboys hold the trophy again. So congratulations to the Jones family and to Jerry on his eternal damnation. But we do get a Super Bowl for the boys. America's team, baby. America's team. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. All we needed was that quarterback. We needed to kick Dak out of here because he's trash. We needed to get our guy, and we did. We got our guy. Corey Frost, 5,700 yards. I'm not going to stop talking about that. It's insane. He ends up winning MVP of the league, as he should, and he wins Super Bowl MVP. And we're not going to talk about Micah Parsons winning Defensive Player of the Year, even though he does. But also, Corey Frost won Offensive Player of the Year, so he's just the greatest quarterback to ever live. It's that simple. We have done it. We've done the unthinkable, and we've actually won a Super Bowl for the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody thought it was even possible, but we've done it. Jaden Blue actually goes up to star dev. Good for him. Garcia and Tolbert are both superstar dev. Ferguson's superstar dev. The offensive line's crazy good. The defense is crazy good. Brisker's a superstar dev player. Gallery's just naturally a superstar dev because we drafted number 1 overall. He's a god. Yeah, I like this team a lot. We got some good effing players, man. We got some good players. Corey Frost, dude. Corey, oh my Oh my God, Corey Frost. Dear Lord, he can't move to save his life, but he can throw that football. He can slang that thing. What about Garcia? I bet Garcia's pretty good too, right? He's got the speed. 98 speed, 97 excel. Yeah, Jamie/Jaime Garcia, pretty crazy good. Pretty crazy effing good. What about our man on defense? Show me the money. Derek Cassidy, the strong safety out of USC. Yeah, it's just unbelievable numbers, man. Unbelievable attributes from the boy. Crazy good roster. Love to see it. Let me take a look at that D tackle quick. Like, why is he so special? He was a #1 overall pick. Gilbert Gallery, superstar dev out the gates. 96 strength. His block shedding's pretty good. Yeah, he's going to be a freak when he actually finds some time to play. He's going to be amazing. But that is going to do it for the Cowboys rebuild. We have successfully done the unthinkable, and that is bring the Cowboys back to relevancy. They are now once again America's team. I can't believe we did it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. And there's only one thing left to say. How about them Cowboys?